Welcome back to some, and welcome to others. Last time in Spiritbrook, a group of adventurers were assembled to head down to the Isle of Rodentia to return the Míresgal to the Council of Ivor. Hale, Guar, Rana, and Kieran, in their exploration and eventual finding of the stone, wasn't too difficult, but as they were trying to leave the island, they were beset upon by Kevin, a shimmering, rainbow-winged gerbil with a penchant for world domination. Hale, as you were leaving the island and the rest of the party was in tow, you were almost there, and Kevin was able to cast upon them, bring the rest of that party into his thrall, under his control, in a last-ditch effort to remove yourself and gain distance. You clutched the Míresgal tight, drawing on as much of the power as you could, swelling the waves up and into the aura of your barbarian storm. And with the mixture of water and lightning and whatever deep magics that Kevin was trying to throw at you, collided in an arcane explosion, knocking all of you out of consciousness and the space that you were inhibiting. You're not sure how long you were out for. Could be a couple of minutes, it could have been an hour, but you found yourself on the shore, not too far from where you were, as the current pushes you back in. The Míresgal is no longer in your possession. At some point it fell. You don't know if it was carried into the stream, sank, or if it was thrust somewhere back onto the island. And for the last month, you have been going full Rambo, hunting and hacking through the various biomes that exist on this island. You've become very familiar with all of the trials, tribulations, and dangers that exist on Rodentia. Meanwhile, the other three of you were called upon by the Council of Ivor and informed that the other party members were in trouble. After being given your instructions, you head down the Spiritbrook stream to make landfall on the island. Germ, for you, this is a mission. Another in the long list of tasks that you've been able to complete in your very storied career. You'd like to introduce yourself a little bit for the group.
Yes, Germ, Michael Finn. Yes, Michael Finn is Germ's name. Germ collects moles, spores, and fungus. Some people would call Germ, how do you say, a druid? Germ is not sure. Germ does not know. Germ is friend to spores. Spores are friend to Germ. Very simple. Now, you are all friend of Germ and spores. Please, take a mushroom. You may have a mushroom. No, seriously, take a mushroom. There's plenty to go around. Germ has speciality in difficult rescue missions. That's why he's here. Many people ask for Germ's help. Germ asks for very little. He's very generous. Very excited to be here. Nice to meet you all. Oh, yes, please. Take a mushroom.
Thanks.
You are not here yet. You do not get a mushroom.
Fantastic. Brondel.
I'm Brondel. I've
I look kind of like Xena Warrior Princess. But I've come here. I've picked up my weapons again. Once being a barbarian fighter, I came to love the ways of a more peaceful path and have been a pacifist for quite some time. But when it comes to my children, I'm willing to pick up those weapons again and find a more violent path, whatever it takes, get my children back.
Being the mother of both Rana and Kieran, hearing that they've gotten themselves into a bit more danger than they've been used to, it's time to step up again. Go help them out.
Yeah, so I'm a river folk, and I've got a shield with me on my back, and I've got a battle axe, and kind of hooked on the back of me, I've also got like 2 hand axes, and you're
strapped.
I am on a mission, and nothing will get in my way.
Excellent. Brings us to the final new one, Thorgal. You've gotten wind. You're staying fairly abreast of communications, and the moment that you got the note that your husband was still stuck out on the island, you decided that you should probably go get him. He was late by a few weeks for dinner. It's very unlike him.
Yeah, I am Thorgal, Deep Frost. I'm trying to figure out where the hell my husband went. He's several weeks late. He usually checks in right away. I have no doubt that he's gotten himself into some type of trouble and definitely needs some assistance. I'm not very happy about having to go and do this. I'm a little hungover. I'm very tired. And I just want him to come home so he can get back to work.
That brings us to the present moment. After traversing the currents that feed from Spiritbrook stream to the island, you find your landfall over on the west side of the island. Sandy beaches, but only for several feet or so until you're met with thick, encroaching jungle. This deep vegetation, there's some humidity in the air. You can hear the scattering of various animals as your footsteps hack and slash your way through this dense underbrush. What would you like to do? Where would you like to head? You know that the last known location was central in the island, the Tree of Arid.
I just start deliberately walking forward, just trudging. I don't even really look. I'm like leaping over tree roots, and I'm going.
Have you tried yelling for your misplaced family members? Have you tried calling out to them? Maybe they will respond to your name.
I have not yet, but I think it definitely is worth a try to call out.
Rana!
Maybe I will try. Rana! What
Hail! He's been gone so long I almost forgot his name.
It happens. I've forgotten many names. I may have scared... Maybe I will scare them off. They do not know Germ's voice. I will try not to frighten them.
There are some animals around, is that correct?
There are some, yes.
I'd like to try and speak to one of them and find out if they've seen my husband.
You come across skittering across the path near you, you see some shimmering scales and a small little snout of pangolin kind of waddling through, climbing around on one of the vines. What do you say?
You over there. Have you seen a man about my height? A little shorter? Wandering around these parts? Alone?
I think I know. He's kind of an angry one.
Yeah.
He's usually very sparky.
Sparky?
It's the sizzles and the cracks of the light.
Oh, yes, I forget. He does definitely like to have the crackles of the lights around him. Have you seen him lately?
Not as recently, sir, but I'd say maybe a few days ago. He was trudging through. He might not be far.
Do you remember which direction you saw him going?
He stands up a little bit and points one of his paws, like slightly south in the direction that you're traveling.
Thank you. You've been most helpful.
Just keep him away from here, sir. He's very noisy.
I'm hoping to get him out of here altogether.
Then Germ will pat the pangolin on the head and be like, "Thank you," and we'll hand him a mushroom. Particularly tasty one. Like a nice morel.
We don't have time to pet the animals.
But he was nice to us.
What do you mean he was nice to you?
He helped find our friend.
Like patting him on the head?
Hey, I don't have time for you two to be arguing. We know which way my
It's
husband
simple
went.
commerce. Pangolin provides service. I provide food to pangolin.
You were
It's a
talking
good
to the
exchange.
penguin?
Pangolin.
You were talking to the pangolin.
No.
No, I was
Thor will
talking to
talk
the
You were talking to the
pangolin.
pangolin?
Yes, I was.
What did it say?
My husband went that way last they saw him a few days ago, which is the same direction we're going anyway, so can we cut the
Can I just
chit-chat
start
and get moving?
Oh.
Better keep up.
I can keep up just fine.
Go ahead, Rondell, and make a survival check. Since you're just
Barreling through?
barreling through.
17.
All right. You're swift, just hacking through and carving a path through this jungle underbrush so that your compatriots here can follow you. After about an hour or so, you sense that the air itself is starting to hum with a bit of an energy that you either haven't felt in a long time or doesn't quite make sense for where you are. It seems out of place for a jungle to have this type of electricity.
Alright, so I stop in place.
Mhm.
And I kind of start like looking around in every direction, just with my hands up, frozen.
What's the holdup?
Do you feel that?
No, I don't feel anything.
Do you feel anything?
Oh, 1 second. Let me check. And I'll cast Commune with Nature.
Oh, okay.
Gives me knowledge of the land within 3 miles of me.
Okay.
I choose of the 3 prevalent plants, minerals, animals, people, specifically looking for humanoids, and powerful beings. and basically powerful influence from other sources.
Dang.
So it takes him about a minute to respond to the questions. He just kind of like sits down.
Within that minute, a couple things happen. One of the things that you sense, you do get a very strong hit for powerful beings that exist fairly close to where you are, emanating from the general direction of the center of the island. It is very strong. It is terrifyingly strong. It is something that you've never felt at that level before. And you've been around a bit, and you've fought some pretty gnarly things.
I don't like it.
This is a very, very strong hit. Subdued in that, while you're communing and having this information leaked into your mind, a figure comes charging full speed with bursts of electricity shattering off of his arms and legs and head, screaming at you, coming at a full sprint. Hey, you just see movement in the jungle, and it's not like the animals that you've been used to for these past few weeks. And as you approach, get a little bit closer, you see the stern but familiar face of your betrothed.
So I stopped dead in my tracks, almost like a cartoon where it kind of like slides. I was running that fast. Give it a look and go, Thorn, what are you doing here?
What am I doing here? Where the hell have you been?
On the mission I was sent on.
Nobody's heard from you or seen you in weeks. I'm so sorry that I got worried.
I'm glad you're here. But I'm not done yet.
What the hell else do you need to do? I want to go.
What I was sent here to do. What they pay me to do.
I take it you know this man? This large
Yes,
blue man?
this is my husband.
Oh, hello. We found you. We're almost done.
There were 3 other people with you. Two of them look like me.
Have you seen her kids?
The demon rodent has them.
I'm sorry, what?
There is a demon rodent who rules these lands. He has your children.
Is he
Where?
more demon or rodent?
You can't quite tell.
Ooh. Ugh.
He has a cute exterior, but within him beats a heart of pure evil.
That sounds very bad.
There's a reason I'm not at the tree.
They're at the tree.
Last I saw them,
Where's the tree?
dead in the middle of the island.
And I'm gonna pull out my shield. And my battle axe.
He has control of them. They are no longer your children. They look like them, they speak like them, but they are not them. They are dead walking.
That can't be.
We might be able to fix. Germ has seen this. Germ has done this with mushrooms. He's sometimes reversible. Wait and see. Do not stress.
I'm ready to go now.
Okay. First things first. New friend, please take this mushroom. It matches your lightning.
I take a nibble on it. All right.
Calms you down just a little. Gives you some clarity.
The other thing you should know this demon rodent, he has the stone we came for. Why we were here in the first place. Only thing I can think of. I had it. I was almost home.
So, almost home. Did you leave this woman's children?
That's what I'm wondering.
Or was it a
They were
matter
behind me.
of perhaps they were taken over by demon rodent, you did not want to harm them, you removed yourself from stressful situation?
They were behind. What happened after, I don't know.
This one.
That one.
Don't know about him.
Mm-hmm.
Seems very focused. Seen this with too much mushroom.
Are you saying he's lying?
No. I am saying he is myopic. Yes, myopic is a good word.
My orders were to come, get the stone, get home. Everything else is secondary.
Well, I don't really care about your stone. I'm here for my children.
But I think we can find common ground.
If they're in the
Rodent,
same place,
control everything. Stop a rodent, get children, get stone, get paid. Maybe find cool mushrooms along the way. It's a good deal for everyone.
Okay, let's go then.
Let's go.
Can you tell us any more reconnaissance about the demon rodent?
he can enter your mind.
Plenty have tried. Few success.
He also controls the swarms of creatures on this island.
Ooh, I control swarms. And you see that in like a cloud of spores just kind of bursts around, just kind of like floats around, just kind of hanging there.
You're a funny little fish, man. I like you. Let's go.
Oh, thank you. I like you as well when you were calmer. You're kind of
during all
crushing
this,
my
I
vibe.
canceled my rage.
Okay.
I realized that rage has probably been going for like 4 months.
Probably, I mean, while you're awake anyways.
Fair.
Sleep rage.
No, sleep rage.
Do you think rodents' psychic abilities have a radius? If I was to get
Yes,
my
the
children,
island.
so I can get my children off the island.
I have not found a way
To get
to
off
leave
the island?
the island yet.
Well, couldn't we just leave the way we came in?
I can turn into birds.
I can't leave without the stone.
We must have thought of a way to get back before we got here. I'm sure that we had that conversation.
There are ways for you to get off of the island. The stream that, the current that encircles the island is very difficult for smaller, weaker animals to swim through before they get pushed back onto shore. But with your capabilities and your strengths, you're able to pass beyond the current.
Okay.
I can also do this very neat thing with plants. You can walk into a plant here, appear in plant over there. It's very
fantastic.
cool. Takes a lot, but maybe I show you plant tree.
Yes, I remember this conversation that we had before coming here. I remember that now.
Yes.
We did talk about plant travel.
Very good for rescues like this.
Okay, so first thing on the docket, we go and we get my kids, and then we get off the island.
And the stone.
Look, your employer, my employer, the person who houses us, commanded me to bring it home. I do not do this. We no longer have a home.
All right, kids in stone. How do we get near this rodent without becoming rodent servants?
But how far distance-wise do we know the tree? Like time.
I'd say
distance-wise.
you're kind of conversing as you continue to walk towards there. probably a couple miles. Not too far from where you would currently have been. There was actually a fair amount of this that has just happened over from when you landed to where you were. You're where you are now. You're probably about at least halfway between where you got on shore to then where the tree would be.
I would advise to move stealthily. I know some of you angry people that might move stealthily.
Who are you calling
You
angry?
make music. No. You are not angry. You play music, but you are loud in your own way.
I'm angry.
The others are just angry. You sometimes play sad music, sometimes angry music, sometimes lively music. Very diverse. But I would advise being quiet, and I can help. And I'll cast Pass Without Trace on the party. So
Alright.
everybody has +10 to bonus to stealth checks for dexterity, and can't be tracked except by magical means, and you leave behind no tracks or other traces of your passage.
Alright, so...
And that'll last for an hour. That's why I asked the time.
Yeah. So you're able to cast the spell. Everybody go ahead and make a stealth check. Just as you would normally, and then add an additional 10 on top of it.
27.
Nice.
18.
Are you rolling?
Yeah, I just
So
couldn't
what you
remember
roll
myself
plus your
was.
stealth.
Yeah, I don't remember.
7, 8, plus 10 is 18.
Okay.
Can I roll a 20?
D20s.
You roll it twice, right? Or you roll 2 of them.
For heavy armor, you would have disadvantage.
Well, I'm at, with my +10 he just gave me, I'm at 29.
Nice.
Happened to me last game too.
Well, I'm at a 4.
So 14.
So 14. 14. So as you're taking a slow pace and still trying to maintain some assemblage of subterfuge, sneaking through the jungle, Thorgal, you can't help yourself. There's just something about the way the jungle looks that you kind of start humming a little tune. You think it's under your breath enough, but it's just ever so much there. It's like you got that melody in your head, just trying to. It doesn't seem to arouse suspicion from anything in the immediate area for the next hour.
And Germ's totally vibing to it.
So as you get closer to where the tree is,
That's a bad idea.
the jungle seems to start to thin out a little bit more, but it also blends into some of this other terrain that is on the island. You can see the highland hills that crest off to one side. You can see a little bit more of a traditional forest, more deciduous, less tropical in the distance, all starting to blend a little bit more. The river that you're walking along seems to have more of a current to it, almost like it's being pulled towards the tree. You hear the rumbling, charging footsteps, hoofbeats, as 3 of these Gower, almost like yak oxen, start charging through in a small stampede. Need everybody to make dex saves.
And I can see them, right?
You hear them coming, and then you see them, yeah. You can hear the, like...
But I physically can or cannot see them.
You can see them.
Okay.
Okay. When they get it within
good.
10 feet of me, I can have a reaction. 21.
21.
16.
16.
16.
16. Okay. So you two, on the ends, you each take 10 points of bludgeoning damage. Is one, like, you're dodging out of the way, but one of them kind of clips you with a shoulder.
I forgot my +2.
There you
Does
go.
that change it?
That would change it a bit. So you take 10.
What's the
Then-
+2 from?
My dexterity, I just rolled
Just-
what my
just his
dice were.
dex.
I didn't,
Oh,
I didn't
got it.
add my
On his save.
modifier.
So, Brondel, you take 10 points as you get shoulder checked by one of these things. In the process, the other 3 of you take 7.
And then the one that hit me
Yeah.
needs to make a DC 18 con save.
Pretty beefy on the con. That's a 16.
9 necrotic damage. As the spores just kind of like lash out at it and just kind of like starts decaying a little bit.
You see one of them just goes like and bashes clips one of his horns on some vines as he veers off from the rest of the group's path. You see that behind them, the reason that they were charging in the first place was several cassowaries that are chasing them. You just hear this like
Wait, how'd that go? Oh, perfect.
I did not know David Draymond of Disturbed was a cassowary.
similar. Same teachers.
Very fascinating.
I think we should be rolling for initiative.
They seem currently like they're paying attention to the big things. However, no, they do not. They do not see you as threats. They see you as obstacles or just other parts of the land. You get knocked as you dove away, and you're obscured by enough of the vines or laying down that
Try to not take it personally that they don't see me as a threat.
it's just an animal.
Delicious animal.
That just caused Germ to decide against wild shaping into a cassowary for the fun of it. I was like, that settles that matter.
It's getting later in the day now, but you know that you are getting closer and closer to the base of the tree. You can see the canopy of it above the areas where you can peek through the canopy and you can see the branches of this tree just spanning out. Once you approach the edge of this clearing area, you see the breadth of this trunk that is dozens of feet across, towering up like a monolith into the sky. And for a moment you feel like there is a sense of foreboding here. Knowing that your family and the stone and whatever this demon gerbil is are all most likely right here. As you step into the edge of the clearing, You can see the trunk of the tree. You can see there are several animals of different biomes all huddled around, almost in like a circling guard position, like they're just on little marching routes, trotting around. Everything from badgers to jaguars, and there's a few like small lemur-like animals kind of swinging around on various vines and branches from the tree. From your vantage point, you can see there are, at the base where the roots are, some of the roots have like heaved so much that they create these small bridge-like structures, so you can like dirt underneath some of the roots.
26. I have very good eyes.
Yeah.
18.
10.
15 rid of this text.
Brundle, you seem overwhelmed by the scope of just the sheer amount of like animals and the size of this tree. This is the biggest tree you've ever seen in your life. Massive. Hale and Thorgal, you are scanning and assessing the threat of every single one of these creatures moving around. Most of them, probably not a threat. The smaller ones, absolutely not. You have like several small like rodent skulls strapped on a little bandolier over the last couple weeks. Germ, you, even though it's getting later in the day and the sun is just starting to set, you're able to catch some of the glints up in the branches, high up into the tree. Small glints of shimmering wings flitting around. And near the base of the tree, shrouded a little bit from where a lot of these animals are moving around, you can see just the edge. It's almost like you're not facing directly at it, but you're able to catch just enough of it. There's an opening in the base of this tree, almost like a hollowed out cavern or cave.
I'll creep stealthily over to the little opening.
Okay.
Like more out of curiosity, like you look at it, and just kind of,
This is the same opening we
scamper over there.
went into in the first game.
Yeah.
Okay. Don't do that. But okay. Well, I guess Hale's just kind of sitting back with a smirk on his face, being like, "Well, let's see what happens."
29 for stealth.
29 for stealth. Being enough that, like, you're humanoid, but you still look more animal than person. A few of the animals that are on sentry duty notice you, but don't pay direct attention. Just kind of glance at this weird fish guy.
And he's not wearing like armor or human clothes. He's just wearing like some like seaweed and kelp.
Just doing like a small
chameleon
crawl.
walks. Yeah.
It's like, you're new, you're different.
He just kind of looks at them and is like,
You peer inside, or you kind of creak your head over to look inside, and you see another similar to yourself, sitting crisscross applesauce, fashioning something out of plants, and another two that, from the descriptions that you've gotten from Brondel, seem to be her children. One in kind of dark, tattered clothes, the other in more finer garb. With the 29, they do not notice you.
Right.
Upon looking in and seeing this, what do you do?
I'll scamper back out to down the tree, chameleon my way down to the branch, and think for a second before I tell them, because I'm like, the angry ones will just run in there.
Germ gets back to the group and does not report anything.
He's just kind of like pacing, like, shit.
Well, what did you see in there?
Okay.
Did I even notice that he went in there? With a 10? Wait, did I have a 10?
Maybe.
I only
Probably
noticed
not.
because
You probably
Hale
didn't
pointed
even
it out
notice.
to me.
Yeah, he just kind of like,
Yes,
and just
16.
didn't. Alright. Promise, Germ, you will not get mad. Not mad at Germ, but mad like smash mad.
I don't know if I can promise that.
Oh, shit. Whatever. Your children are inside cave. Also, your son, Greg, Deep Frost, fishman like me, he is inside too.
We don't have a son.
We don't have a son?
You have a son, other fishman, his name is Deep Frost, like you, yes?
No.
No.
We have no children.
I am confused.
What of the stone?
His name is Grom Deep Frost. You are both Deep Frost. Therefore, Grom is your son.
But he looks like you?
Yes, but he has your name.
I don't have a son that looks like a fish. We don't have any sons.
Definitely.
Families are confusing. It would be so much easier if you were all like Germ and you came from Clutch of Thousands in cave.
That's all well and good. What of the stone?
Is the stone there?
I did not look for stone. I look for children. I see fishman. No, I did not see a stone.
Can anyone detect magic? It'll be very powerful.
I've got my shield and my battle axe, and I'm like walking the tree line perimeter,
Trying to stay.
like basically like looking to see like is there a spot where I can shoot in there? Is it safe? Am I gonna cause too much of a scene? Like I'm basically just like pacing.
Yeah. You notice that the outside of some of these animals who are walking around the base of the tree, it doesn't seem like there's much else going on. You're able to get to a point where you can see the opening, but from the distance that you're at, you're not able to see much of anything inside.
You there, Hale. Do you know anything about this tree?
I know it's trouble.
Yes, that is known. What kind of trouble?
This is the home of the demon.
Oh, yes, I think I saw him up there, flying around.
When we first came to the island, this is where they had the stone. In that very cave. I don't know if they're foolish enough to put it back in the same spot. But I wouldn't put it past them. They do have rodent brains.
Yes. Spore is more intelligent than rodent. This is known. I will go check it out again, and he'll just go at that Germ just goes invisible,
Okay.
and then gonna take the same path, but going closer in.
Okay.
And my feet don't make sound while I do this, so
Perfect.
I can still make a stealth check if you like.
Go ahead and make one with advantage.
33. Assuming past about trace is still up, or is that faded?
That's been
23
That's
then.
been up for. Okay.
Just a 23.
Good God.
I was going to
Still.
offer enhance ability, but I think you're okay.
Yeah. So at that point, you're able to get back to the entry point. You're going back to the.
I'm going in this time.
You're going to go all the way in.
Yeah.
The interior of the room isn't very large. It's maybe about 10 to 15 feet across, about 10 feet high at most, but it's just a naturally formed opening in the base of this tree. You do notice that both the twins and the other fishman are not speaking and yet seem to just get up, move, do another task as if they are.
Do I think that that this is the magical effect is just a magical effect happening in the area? I wouldn't know.
You can roll an Arcana check.
Yeah, that's not going to go well. Go see if he knows nonetheless. 6.
No idea.
Okay.
Magic is very loose and...
I was going to attempt to use Dispel Magic, but it says choose any creature, object, or magical effect within range. And any spell of third or lower ends, or I make a check.
I mean, yeah.
Like, I don't know if I'd have to choose one of the three, or if I could just be like that area.
You could attempt it to...
I'm gonna, yeah, I'm gonna upcast it at... Is it a 4th level spell or lower?
He's not going to tell you.
Well, if it is... No, if I'm casting the spell. If it is, it ends automatically. Otherwise, I have to make a check.
Right. If you cast it, if it's a 3rd or lower, or
I'm going to
fourth
upcast it at 4th level.
at 4th level.
Yeah.
So if it is a 4th level spell
Or lower. It ends instantly. Otherwise, I need to make a DC 10 plus the
level of the spell. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're going to cast it at 4.
Yeah.
Okay. Make a spell check.
Okay. There's some resistance.
A little bit.
It would be
You...
really? Okay. 22. So if it is a
That was the
12th level spell, I need it.
which, there are no 12th level spells. In that moment, as you start to cast the spell, you can feel kind of the spores tingle out a little bit. You notice that there's this tree.
They love this tree.
This tree is awesome to them. They've never had a tree with such vibrant energy before, and you're able to pull on that and really focus in dispelling whatever effect may be on these three. And you see after a moment they shake and see you there. What? Who are you? What? Where? Wait a minute. This isn't safe. You're not safe here. Are you
I'm Germ.
here to help?
Yes, my name is Germ. I'm here to rescue you. I'm good at rescuing. See?
Okay, we're not safe yet. We have to leave to be safe. This thing up there is dangerous.
Yes, Germ has heard about the killer gerbil. That
Can
is
you
also
get us
a
out of
demon.
here?
Yes. There are 4 of us. I would need to... can't get us all out of here. I cannot get you all out of here at the same time. He looks at Guar and goes, "You hide." Goes over to the 2 Silverwood children. They're adults, though, aren't they? Oh, they're children.
Yeah, they're adults.
They're children as far as mother is concerned. He's like, "I'm Germ. I'm here to rescue you. Have a mushroom. It will calm you down." Hands it to them, and then I'll upcast invisibility with enough to make 3 of us invisible.
Okay.
Escort the children out.
As soon as you get them like settled and set, and you begin to walk out. You hear a shrill voice come down from the tree. Usurpers! How dare you take what's mine? You see the form of Kevin descend down, these shimmering wings glistening in the glow of pre-sunset. I need everybody to roll initiative. We begin. Thorgal, you are up first.
Oh my, great.
So you don't see any of them coming out of the tree. They are currently invisible, but you hear Kevin descending down, yelling like he's real mad.
He big man.
He's big mad. All right, well, the first thing I can do is...
So Kevin's coming down. What do you do?
I don't want him to necessarily know exactly where we are right now. So I'd like to try and do some mislead. So a double appears of where we're standing.
Okay.
So now there's 8 of us instead of 4 of us. And he doesn't know which one is which.
Okay.
He's got a lot of power, so I gotta confuse him for a little bit so we can figure out a plan.
Yeah.
There would be 6 of us.
Well, yeah. Six of you.
Oh, I'm sorry. There's 6 of us instead of 3.
Yeah. We'll all have duplicates somewhere in the area near you.
Yes.
Okay. How far away can you cast that for them? Just so I know.
I can use my action to move the double up to twice the speed and make it gesture, speak, and behave in whatever way you choose. There's no distance on it.
Ooh, okay.
I think it's self.
Range is self. I'm sorry.
Okay, so yeah, so you're just casting it on yourself.
It appears where you're standing.
Okay.
So the double lasts for the duration, but the invisibility ends if I attack or cast a spell.
Okay.
It said you could move it twice your speed. Is that what it was?
Yeah.
So you could potentially move it like 60 feet away?
Yes. Well, no, 50, because I only have 25 feet
Okay.
of
But
the
that's
speed.
still
Still
a good bit.
It's a good bit. It gets him away from everybody else.
Okay. So you create them, and are you going to have them move anywhere or anything? Well, that would be in your next turn.
Right.
Right. But they're there. They're there, and you have them. Right. That brings us to Kevin. As he descends down towards you, pulses a wave of his wings beat, and this sparkling energy drifts down, almost like glitter falling from the sky, begins to land on you.
Is he within 10 feet of me?
Is he within 10 feet of you?
Yeah.
No, not yet. He's still about like 30 to 40
Okay.
feet up. And this is like as he's coming down, he shakes his wings to let this fall down upon you. And I need, what's your charisma save?
Charisma save? Alright. Oh, that's a... Is this a charm effect?
No.
Okay. That's a 4. Is this also sleep, blind, deaf, frightened, poison?
No.
Okay.
This is a banishment.
Oh. So I'm guessing I'm no longer invisible.
So you are definitely not invisible, and you find yourself, for a brief moment, in a different plane of existence. It is very hot, to the point where there are flames licking everything. We're going to take...
Germ hates everything about this.
11 points of fire damage.
Okay.
And for the next round, you are just seemingly engulfed in a massive, massive amount of fire.
So end of my turn, I'm assuming, or
until the end of your turn. But in removing you, the spell of the invisibility is no longer on the others. You can now see in this shimmering moment your children at the base of the tree as Kevin descending down upon them. It is your turn.
Okay.
Okay.
So I see them, and of course, I'm like, oh, Rana, Syrian. And so I'm gonna rage.
Yep.
And I'm gonna run full speed at Kevin.
Okay.
And I'm going to... I've got my shield and my battle axe. And I'm gonna leap into the air. And then when I come down, I'm gonna try to...
Doesn't get you quite up to where Kevin would be. He's like floating in the sky, about here.
Oh.
Still.
So
he was up in the tree and he was coming down.
Just halfway there.
So you rage and you start running towards him. You can use your action to dash to get yourself. That's the sound of rage.
Definitely rage.
So you can use your movement, and then you can use your action to dash again, getting you at least as close as you can get.
So I've run really fast.
You're able to get right up to the base of the tree here. Now, Kevin's still above you, a good 25, 30 feet. He flies. He's flittering down.
Wow, he's not on the ground yet.
Not yet.
I didn't think this through.
But you're very, very close. You still have an action to use. Because you've gotten to this position, you still have an action that you can do.
Could you hold an action?
You can also hold your action.
Like batters up, you could just be waiting for him to get within range and then...
Yeah.
Man, I made this decision thinking he was on the ground. I didn't think it through. Okay.
Yeah, I don't have the fancy little...
I have the ability to long jump. I'm wondering if I'm able to... that doesn't make me at all close to him on a long jump, does it?
You'd need more movement.
Okay.
There.
That's more of a distance
because it
thing.
includes movement, but...
Dang it.
So, no, you can hold action, so wait, it's like if he gets within range of you, you're taking a swing at him. So that'll just trigger whenever he does the action that, comes close enough to you.
This was so stupid.
It's okay. Do you want to hold your action until he gets close enough? Okay. Holding the action, but still angry.
Am I near my children?
Yes.
Can I be in front of them?
Well, their turn is up next, and they are going to see you and immediately run over to get near you.
Okay.
Because they know what's up, and they know you well
Mama
enough.
is a mama bear.
You're very mad.
And they know Mama doesn't pick up weapons.
You're not necessarily mad at them. You were upset with the situation. They've realized this in a very split-second moment. Like, oh, we messed up real bad.
Oh, I'm not mad at them.
Just disappointed.
With that, so they get closer to you. Raina is going to cast Hold Creature, or Hold, yeah. Makes the save. He's going to use one of his legendary resistances to make the save.
Gross.
Or, yeah.
Yep.
Because even with advantage. Whew. And then Kieran is going to throw some daggers. Those hit. You see Kieran throws 2 daggers up and with frightening precision is able to hit this tiny little thing in the sky above him, and Kieran tumbles down and is now on the ground, or at least picks himself up a little bit to kind of hover. So from the ground up to about 3 feet. So he just kind of bounces and like one of those little lyric balls that tracks across the screen. And that's their turns. Now it is Hale.
Alright.
You are over on the edge. There are doubles of you, or a double of you, hanging out in that area.
But Thornall controls the double, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I kind of turn, Thornall, give a little quick wink, instantly rage, and charge. Unfortunately, that's all I can really do at the moment.
You get a good sprint going, and you can jump.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I guess I can jump?
Yeah, you can give a little jump as you approach the roots. Get you a little closer, at least.
Do it. Yeah. Launch myself up in the air.
What's your strength score?
Strength is 20 plus 5, or 20.
So yeah, you're able to jump up onto the edge of this root.
How far away would you say Kevin is right now from me?
About 15 feet.
5 more feet, and I could have hit him with lightning.
Ah.
Alright, but it says I do, since that, and it said I get an extra attack, so I'm going to hold that extra attack until he's within range.
Yeah, hold your attack.
Mm-hmm.
So we've got both barbarians holding attacks.
Yep.
Oh, this is going to be awful. Alright, and then we've got both Guar and Germ. So, Guar is had enough, and he is jumping into the water. You don't necessarily see him, short of like this much.
Oh, he's still there.
He's there.
Looking.
He's just kind of like did a full dive, and then it's just kind of like popped his head up enough.
Respect.
He's going to try and be a little sneaky and try and hide. Oof. He thinks he's hidden. All right. Jeremy.
All right, so
It's very hot.
yes.
There's fire.
Are there any plants?
No.
No plants whatsoever. Damn.
There are There are flames everywhere.
It's
There
too
are
hot.
rivers of lava. There is something must be burning because there's smoke, but there's also just that heat and haze in the distance that makes everything look like it's wet.
This place sucks.
It is
He
awful.
really hates it.
Yeah.
Like, he never wants to come back here.
You take
He's like-
another 9 points
Okay.
of fire damage.
Fire damage? Alright, I'm going to use my reaction to use Absorb Elements to have that,
Okay.
but I'm going to upcast it at a third level. So how much damage was that? You said 9?
No.
So 5.
So you're...
What do we
Yep.
Alright. And then, I reserve some of that energy for my next turn.
At the end of your turn, you appear back
Alright, end of turn. Okay.
into the space.
Alright, and that was end of turn, so.
And that was the
Cool.
end of your turn. That brings us to the top of the round. It's going to be a lair action as Kevin is sitting there kind of bouncing after coming down, yells out, "Assemble my minions!" And the lemurs and the other creatures from the area start to, or they stop what they're doing. They all turn and shift and face you and start to descend down upon your whole group. That is going to be...
I feel like the music from the Doom soundtrack just started playing.
So the swarms of animals are coming in, making attacks on all of you for a 17 to hit, 10 to hit, and a 21 to hit.
I've got protection on my 2 kids behind me.
Okay.
Does that also include me?
Yes.
My shield? Okay. So what were they?
17, 10, and 21 for those attacks.
Was that just on?
It's
Or is
for
it-
it's for everybody.
Okay. Take one of them.
These are collective swarms.
The 21 hits me.
21 hits you.
Yeah, the 17 and the 21 hit me. Same thing with you.
17 and 21 hit me.
Okay.
I want to take my reaction with Halo of Spores when they get within 10 feet of me.
Okay.
It can only target one.
I mean,
so.
yeah. So this is out of all of them. If one would hit you,
Yeah,
can
one
choose.
hits me.
One does.
So, yeah,
Okay.
the 21 hits me, so.
Okay. So you
Take
can
a
use it on them.
Yeah, and I'll just take a DC 18 con.
Okay. 18.
No, it's
Exact.
makes it, yeah.
Meets beats.
Oh, if you have disadvantage on attack rolls for anyone within 5 feet of me, does that mean you have to re-roll that 21?
No, that wouldn't be disadvantage.
Yeah,
Oh, if somebody attacks somebody other than you within 5 feet.
got it. So they would be disadvantaged against.
That would just
The
be your
kids.
kids are the only ones that are within 5
Oh,
feet.
it's not me?
Yeah. No, it's
Okay.
other people because you're protecting them. So
Okay.
you can impose the disadvantage on an attack towards somebody in 5 feet of you that's not.
Okay.
All right,
So the 21 hits me.
For the 17, if that hit you, it is 8 points of slashing damage. For the 21 that hit, that is going to be a swarm of bites. And that is 10 piercing damage.
I have resistance to piercing damage.
So you take half of that, which is 5.
Is that the 21?
Yeah. And Hale, you're resistant
math
to,
again.
to those as well.
What's that?
Is that you are also resistant to those as well, so those would be half for you.
Tell me those numbers again.
Is 9 points of slashing and 10 points of piercing. Now we're at the top of the round. Thorn.
It goes back to me, right?
Back
I'm
to
still
you.
pretty far away from everybody else fighting right now, right?
Yeah, you're still, you haven't moved in anywhere yet, so you're hanging out over here still, and you have your doubles.
I have my doubles.
You have the double of you and Hale and Rondo.
And then it's pretty close. Like the closer I get, the hotter it's going to be, right? Because where I am currently is not as warm as where everybody else is. Or am I inside with them?
No, the
We're outside.
terrain here is the same, pretty much the
All
same
over,
as everything.
all
else.
over.
Germ is the only one that's
Germ was
Fire
blinked
He was
into
thrown to like a fire
a
dimension.
Right,
plane of
right. Okay,
existence with
got
fire.
it. Great.
Germ's been to hell.
Yeah. Okay.
Kind of.
Germs see things.
Germ's having a moment, okay? He'll come back eventually. Alright, so Kevin is fluttering about.
He's now kind of low to the ground, doing a little like hop, flutter.
Am I within 30 feet of him? 60 feet?
You're still
let's-
like on the edge of the clearing.
Well, let's
until
get me
you-
into the action.
Yeah.
I can't just leave my husband in there fending for himself. He's been in the wild for weeks.
Yeah. So you can get yourself a little bit closer there. That would put you within 60 feet,
Okay.
just about.
60 feet. I think what I want to do is first, obviously I want to get rid of Kevin. He is very obnoxious to me. But I want to get this stone so I can get my husband the hell out of here. All right, I'm going to send my unseen servant out.
Sure.
I want him to take a look around to see if he can detect or locate the stone.
So the doubles fade out.
The doubles fade out because I've moved and the doubles are gone.
Yep. Well, because you're casting another spell.
Right.
So your unseen servant, you're sending to
My unseen servant
where?
looks
Inside?
like Kevin's minions, so he blends in.
Well, he's unseen.
But in case somebody has the ability to see the unseen,
Got it.
he blends in with Kevin's minions.
Yes. And then you want it to come in this way and do a little
search around, do a little look-sees.
Little looky-loo.
Little looky-loo.
What's the range on it? How far?
60 feet.
So yeah, so it can go right up until everything in here.
He has to stay within 60 feet of me.
Okay. So I would need a perception check from your unseen servant.
Sure.
But I believe that just works off of your own.
It has AC 10, 1 hit point, and a strength of 2. Perception check. Not great. So plus.
For your wisdom.
Thank you.
You're looking at
5.
5 total.
5 total.
Lovely. It's not that it's because there's nothing there. It just doesn't seem to understand what it's looking for in any particular way.
These servants are worthless.
You know, they're good for like bringing you things. They're not as good for like, you know, finding a bottle of ketchup.
Well, then I guess I can prep my next action.
You can prep all the things you want.
Because I can't do anything else unless I move closer.
Yeah. Okay. That's it for your turn.
Mm-hmm.
Brings us back to Kevin. He
Both
is.
barbarians are holding their attack dice.
Oh yeah. I like. You're ready. He sees the group of you now here. Doesn't really understand what's going on. But you tried to take the things from me before, and I will not let you. And he is going to do a little jump and flutter up right about.
Does he come
here.
within 10 feet of me?
He gets within 10 feet of both you and Hale.
Okay. DC 18 con save from him within 10 feet of me.
Okay.
Spores will get you.
Is that 24?
Oh yeah, that makes it.
And yeah, he's within range of your attack right now.
Let's see. 19.
19 to hit?
19 to hit.
That does hit. He's like just up, kind of almost like right above.
That's
Your two
14
hits.
damage.
14 points of damage.
And since he's within my range of my raging storm,
Yes.
he has to do a strength save. It says DC 16.
7.
He has now been knocked prone.
So as he jumps up to kind of like flutter up and over, hits him, and he now falls prone and falls at your feet, giving you your chance to unleash your attack. Which is you're swinging at him.
Okay, so he's on the ground.
He's on the ground, which means you have advantage on the attack.
Yeah, so I want, when I bring it down, so I got my shield. When I bring it down, wherever it lands and sticks, I'm gonna let go of it.
Okay.
While I'm simultaneously dropping my shield.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
So that's the first thing,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Advantage. Roll 2d20.
Yep.
That's better.
And that's my plus this?
Yes.
27.
Nice.
27 hits.
Okay. So that's 14.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna take out my 2 daggers. Or, I'm sorry, my 2 hand axes.
Yeah.
And I want to come down one on each wing.
Okay. So I'd
I
say
want the wings stuck to the ground.
I'd say with the targeted specifics for your aim on that,
Mm-hmm.
I would say it would give you disadvantage, but since he's prone, you have advantage, so they just cancel each other out.
Okay.
So it'll just be a straight roll.
Okay. $23.
Yes.
So if I did 2 hand axes, do I do the damage
Each-
twice? One for each one?
Each one would require a roll to hit.
Okay.
So you'll have to roll your other one to hit as well.
Oh, I have to roll the other one to hit.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because you would roll for each one of them.
28.
Okay.
Okay.
What was on the die?
I have a 6 and a 3. So
So 9.
12 on one of them,
Yep.
and 9 on one of them.
What did you roll on the d20?
A 17 plus 11.
Plus 11. Okay. Kevin's wings are now pinned by these 2 hand axes. Into the, like, one of them's onto the root of the tree and one of them's kind of down towards the ground. All right, that finishes the held actions.
I could have more.
No,
Well, that's not for a held action.
Oh, for held action.
Yeah,
That's what
you have to
you're-
wait for your turn to do
Got it.
all of the things. But we'll get there.
Contain your bloodlust.
So was I allowed to do the thing with the...
Did
I do everything?
For that, it works fine. Because that's part of just the action.
Okay. I wasn't trying to get ahead of myself. I thought it was my full...
No.
Okay.
You don't, like, you wouldn't be able to do, like, the action surge and bonus action and all that stuff. You just get the attack, but that's part of the attack for you.
Got it.
Goodness, Kevin. All right, he's
Get ready,
He's-
Kevin.
pissed about that.
I kind of feel bad for him. No.
Mama bears don't feel bad
That's
for the
true.
people who enslave
Mama
their
Bear's
children.
not mad. Cute little gerbil.
Demon gerbil.
He's going to attempt to get his wings out.
Ouch.
Uh-huh.
Where is my battle axe?
Your battle axe, it's like right next to your feet. It's still like in the root.
Didn't I hit him with it?
You'd hit him with it, but that part
It
kind of
came
like
through and then...
kind of came
Got it. Okay.
more of like a slice that caused him to roll a little bit, and while he was rolling, you came down and pinned the wings. So he's able to get one of his wings free. Rolls over towards your hand axe and lashes onto it as it starts to glow. And
The hand axe?
the hand axe itself is beginning to glow. And I need everyone that's around him to make a dexterity saving throw.
Immediately around him, and does that also include me?
Yeah.
10 feet away? Okay.
Yeah, all everybody
All
that's
y'all
here.
except for me.
Yeah, it's gonna
Even
be
though
a
he's on another plane?
10-foot.
No, I'm back.
10-foot
Oh, you're
radius.
back.
He's back. Yeah.
Really? Really? Really?
You said it was a
Jesus.
dexterity saving throw?
Yes.
What happened?
I rolled the same thing twice with my advantage,
What?
and both suck.
Oh,
There must be a dip in this.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
yep.
yeah,
Absolutely.
totally.
I got you a 20-sided die where it has the same number on it.
I'm out 20 sides.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Yep.
All 10s.
No, it was an 11, sir.
It's a trick 11 die.
If a 13 fails, I'm going to use Indomitable to reroll a failed saving throw. One of my 3.
The 13 would not succeed.
Okay.
I failed. 13.
13.
I'm nowhere near that.
Oh, you're yeah. I'm just like, go down the line.
Respectfully declined.
Yeah.
Dang it! Failed again.
Oh, no, my
That
mighty
was
11.
11?
That
Okay.
I rolled
11.
twice in the same. Yep, 11
Fantastic.
then 11 again. Yeah, I was
Uh,
super happy.
Shockingly, I rolled good for Raina and Karen.
Oh, nope,
so
hold on.
they did okay.
Forgot again to add my thing, so it's 13.
Oh, 13, which is
Ooh.
still 13s across the board. Do not save. 18 points of force damage as he charges power into the hand axe and then explodes the hand axe.
Oh no.
So you are short one hand axe.
You mean battle axe? Or the hand axe?
The hand axe. The one that the other one that was pinning his wing.
Oh, got it.
Still.
One of my hand axes is gone.
Yep.
Alright.
You still have your other axes that are there.
You said
That
how
one's
much
gone.
in force damage?
18.
18.
Okay, so it's 18 for everybody?
Yep. But not for Thorvald.
I'm gonna make him pay for that.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm gonna eat this gerbil.
I don't know how good it would be, but all right.
You haven't seen the things I've had to eat for the last few months.
Okay, fair.
It's only been a month.
Are you talking badly about my cooking?
Never.
That's going to be the end of his turn. That brings us to Brondil. All right, you got blasted in the face. Now your hand axe is gone, and this gerbil is still there. Your kids are okay for the moment, but they look a little shaken still.
His other wing is still...
You got one of them free, and then he used the hand axe to be a detonating device and got his other one free. So he's still there on the ground, but he is no longer pinned.
Is his other wing still caught or no?
No.
Both wings are out. Okay. I guess
But
the...
you can see that both of the wings have like significant like
tears in there.
gashes in them. Yeah.
Good.
I'm gonna pick up my shield and my battle axe.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna take a swing with the battle axe. 25,
25 hits.
11 slashing damage. Or is he prone?
He's not prone at the moment. He's just on the ground
Okay.
because he's small.
Am I able to... Am I able to try to shove him prone with my
Sure.
shield?
You can try. Yeah.
Is that just another... Do I get to... Do I add anything to that, or is it just a...
If you're just trying to like push him, it would be an athletics check. Be a contested
Oh.
athletics check, so it would be your athletics versus his athletics.
Okay.
He's a small gerbil, and you
21.
are a person. 9.
Okay.
That was a decent roll for him.
Okay.
You just smacked him with the shield
Okay.
and send him rolling back onto the ground a little bit more, and you
Oh, poor guy.
yeah, just
Not poor
Kidnap
guy.
your children.
He kidnapped my children. I gotta keep remembering that.
Not only that, but
Cute,
mind
though.
controlled them. That's
Oh,
going
and
to
he
take therapy.
mind controlled them. Oh, I'm a pacifist, so I'm having really difficult moral quandaries in my mind. So I guess I'll swing again with my battle axe.
Quandaries be damned.
With advantage. $28.
28 hits.
$12 slashing damage. Do I get a bonus action?
Well, you did your action, right? To
Yep.
hit. You get your 3 attacks.
Yep.
Your bonus action is an action surge.
Okay, I already used my action surge.
And there we go.
Got it.
So now, got the twins. Kieran's gonna throw some more daggers. 11 points of damage. It's going to miss horribly. Alright, that brings us to Hale.
And he's still within 10 feet of me, right? See him right there?
Yeah,
he's right there?
He's right there. Like, you're a little bit up on some roots, but he's probably he's within the 10 feet.
Alright. Alright, first action. The storm swirling around me gathers, shoots a single point of lightning right at his face. He has to make a dexterity save. Listed at DC 16 is what I've got.
Natural 20.
Okay, so he gets half damage.
Okay.
That hit for 9.
Half.
Yep. And since something hit him,
Yep.
He now has to do that strength save throw, or he goes back to being prone again.
I think he's still prone.
7.
Yeah, it's a DC 16, so he's back. He's lying flat on his back again.
Yep. He already was, but...
Hey, whatever. I'm kind of just trying to make him bounce. Dribbling the gerbil, if you will.
Oh my god.
So I then take my actual attack at him. 16.
16 hits.
16 hits.
He may be a powerful gerbil, but he is still a gerbil.
It's just a gerbil.
14, 15, 16. So that first hit for 17. And then again, I'm playing Bounce the Gerbil, so he's got to do a saving throw.
7.
Okay, yep. Bounce in there again. And then my bonus attack. Ooh. 12.
12 does not hit. So just in the bouncing, you kind of misgauge the
bounce.
The bounce, yeah.
Hey, wait a minute. He's prone. That means I have advantage.
On melee strikes, yeah.
Yeah. Now it's a 19.
19 hits.
12, 5, 13, 14, 15, 16 to hit on that one. And then I'm bouncing him again.
You got it.
I visualize it as like I hit him hard enough that he comes flying back up a little bit, and then the lightning just strikes him right back down.
It's like a paddle ball.
Mm-hmm. That should take damage, but that's just me.
I forgot
It's only like a couple feet.
But he's only a couple feet.
He's only like this big.
Well, yeah, so like
I
that
thought
bit of
Blanche
high should hurt.
He's tiny.
I forgot my rage bonus for both of those hits, so it would have been an extra 4 altogether.
You got it.
And we'll see what kind of hit points of God has.
Glar.
Coward.
He's gonna pop up as he fires off a couple of bolts from his little crossbow.
Who is this?
Guar, the one that's in the river.
In the
The other fish guy.
The lesser fish man.
It's just logic.
He's just a sneaky one, and then he's gonna use his bonus action to pop back down under the water.
Turn into something. Basically a regular antidote.
I don't know.
Germ.
Alright, so
You're up.
First.
Germ will blink back into existence,
Yeah.
and because of the absorb elements, he's still got flames on him, and the spores mushroom just absorb the fire. And he looks at Kevin and goes, "Yes, he said you were a demon, and now you have shown me your hell. I did not like it." Now I shall repay the favor. And then I'm going to use Guardian of Nature, but instead of as it's written, it's like the spores are just going to like mutate and fall, and he's going to go kind of all carnagey and look very alien and just like not nice. So I gain 10 temporary hit points, advantage on con saves, dex and wisdom attacks with advantage, and all ground within 15 feet of me is difficult terrain.
Alrighty.
And then, so with that, then he's going to look at him and just like seething, and I'm going to use Primal Savagery as his hands just turn into these just sharp, vicious, alien-looking claws as he just reaches for him.
Okay.
27.
27 hits.
Alright. That's fire damage. This is piercing damage. No, wait. That's fire damage. Hang on. Gotta get all the dice together.
Woo! Good catch.
That's 4 fire damage.
Okay.
And 15 acid damage.
Acid damage.
Yeah, from the clauses are just, full of decay and gross stuff.
Oof. Okay.
Poor little guy's probably not looking good.
He's looking a little battered at the moment.
And those are my actions.
And we are back at the top of the round, and the next player action is going to be another swarm. As Kevin calls out, "Minions! Attack!"
Does me being a hub of difficult terrain?
It would slow some of them a bit, but not too terribly to prevent them from swarming.
Attacking.
Yeah.
They're like right there on a tree next to you. So
Yeah, so some of them are still like up in the tree and they just
Yeah.
descend down. That is going to be a 22 to hit on everybody that is down there, and 14. I don't think the 14 hits anybody.
What's the type of damage?
That is going to be slashing damage, as the this is from the little like lemurs that drop down and just claws rake down everybody. 11 points of slashing damage, reduced to 5 for those who are resistant. And then Thorgal, you are up.
All right.
As you see just utter chaos happening at the base of this tree.
I'm going to move forward.
Sure.
Just give me a little bit more area.
Just as close as you can get, kind of put them within range of
Great.
some stuff.
I would like to morph Kevin. I'd like to use polymorph and turn him into a regular gerbil. No wings. No more flying.
Okay.
I don't know if he can fly.
That is a is that a Constitution save?
Yes.
That is an 18.
Actually, he has to make a wisdom saving throw to avoid the effect.
Oh, wisdom?
Yeah.
Then that would be a 21.
Well, shit. So it doesn't do anything to him.
So you reach out with the spell and you see him shudder a little bit. He sees where it's coming from and he's now locked eyes on you. You dare to hurt me in my home!
I'd like to create a zone of truth.
Would be.
So you've already cast one spell, so if you can, you have a feat that gives you something, or is it
Shit.
bonus
I don't
action?
think I do. Do I have a bonus action?
Well, you would have a bonus action. Is the spell that you're casting, does it, the casting time on there?
No,
Up
Zone
at
of
the
Truth.
top
Zone
of
of Truth's an action.
Okay. I think it's just
It's an action.
It's just an action.
Mm-hmm.
So you wouldn't be able to do it in the same turn.
Well, crap. Okay. Well, then there's nothing. Oh no. I had a whole plan, and my plan's not working. I'm still not within 30 feet of anything, am I?
You're within 30 feet now, yeah. From moving up and getting closer. So you'd be like just about 30 feet from where Kevin is, and then pretty much everybody else is within that range.
Yeah, I would like to definitely grant some bardic inspiration to who's next in line with me.
Next up in everything would be Brundle.
I will grant bardic inspiration to Brenda.
You got it. So what do you say to inspire her?
All right, so I need you to find out, before we destroy this coven completely, we need to know where the stone is. And I'm going to give you inspiration to help find that. We've already gotten your children. Now we need to get the stone.
So you get to add a D10 to your next attack, check, skill throw.
And after you roll, but before you know the result, right? Is that bardic inspiration?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Yes.
An extra D10, that would be on the damage part of it, or when I'm rolling my D20?
On your D20.
So it would be my D20 plus my attack bonus plus a D10.
Yes.
Okay.
But you can choose to wait until after you roll to use the D10.
Yeah.
Oh.
So if you're like, I rolled ass, I'm just gonna...
It lasts for a little
headphones.
while, so you'll have it until you use it, kind of
Cool.
thing. It'll last for like up to a minute or 10 minutes or something. It's now Kevin's turn. And he is not happy
That's
that
fine.
you tried to pull some shit out.
DC 18 con save on Kevin.
Oh, because he's right next to you.
Yeah.
More spores. That is a 17.
Miss. Yes. Oh,
that was
10 necrotic damage.
And
And don't forget, he's prone, so he has to stand up to do it.
well, yes, he was prone, so he's going to use half his movement to stand up, which is not much. But he, in doing so, gives a little bit of a leap, a jump, just to see more clearly his target. And he is going to bat his tattered wings, and you see the light start to emanate from it again, and as they beat forward, a beam of radiant sun energy bursts out from him towards Thorgal. Everything in this line, so that's going to be Brundle and Reyna, as well as Thorgal. I need you to make a Constitution save.
Do I get to add the D10 to that?
You can.
You can if you
roll
want.
it first, and then if you're like, that's ass, but before you learn the result.
Okay.
13.
Fails.
23.
Succeeds. Gets a natural 20. Good. Good for her. Holy hell. So you take 20 points of radiant damage. Brundle, that's reduced to 10 for you. As this beam fires out, kind of splitting you from your daughter, and impacts into Thorgal. He's also going to try and fly up a little bit. Try and get away from the ones that keep smacking him with things.
I say, like, yeah, move away from me. I'll use my reaction. Let's go.
Well, do you have a range of 10? Or do you have a reach of...
My aura does.
Your aura does, but... But you will get an attack of opportunity.
Yeah, I'm gonna punch him.
But it's like, he was right near me too. Wouldn't I get one? Because I'm right on top.
He's not. So where you're standing though is you've been bouncing him so much that you kind of moved outside of your immediate melee range. But he was still 10 feet from you. He was within 10 feet from you, but not within 5.
Oh, because I thought I was literally on top of him because I'm leaning with him.
He got moved back.
But yeah, in the incessant bouncing,
Okay.
he's not gonna stay in the exact same spot the whole time.
18 to hit.
18 does hit.
7 bludgeoning damage.
7. Just whack him on
Hey,
the
that's
head.
max damage. He's just monk punch.
You see him falter a little bit as he drifts up into
It's like
the
punching
air.
a soft
He's-
potato.
Yeah, he's about 20 feet up in the air.
Okay.
That brings us to Brundle.
Okay. So I'll hook my axe on one of my back hooks.
Yeah.
And pull out one of my javelins
Okay,
and toss
got it. Okay, roll your attack.
14.
14 hits.
Okay. I did not think that was gonna hit. 10 piercing damage.
The kids see.
Is it still my turn?
Well, technically, yeah.
I'm gonna pull out my second of my 4 javelins.
Got it.
Toss it.
You got any rope?
I do, actually. I don't know if I'd have time to, like...
Yeah, you'd have to use an action to tie.
Dang it.
Wait,
So that's... 13...
you still have your D10.
20. Unnatural. 20.
20 hits.
Eight piercing damage.
These javelins are just slashing up and getting bits of the wings. One of them goes all the way through his ear, and you see like what was an ear is now just a little stub.
I'm gonna take out a third javelin.
Okay.
Toss it. Wow! Unbelievable.
No, you only get one use on the D10.
Oh.
Unless you have... Is there something that makes multiple uses of Bard Inspiration?
No.
It's just the one.
Well, I used it more than once.
Oh, the D10
Yeah.
to add stuff.
So that second javelin then didn't hit.
What was just the dice with your attack on the second one?
13.
A 13 does hit.
Oh.
13 just
okay.
hits.
All this, and he should have.
The first one I wouldn't have even need to use it either. Because I also had a 13. I've just been rolling 2s.
Deuces. So the third one misses then.
Well, the third one was also a 13.
Oh, well, no, a 13 hits then.
Yeah, I was
So if it
assuming
is-
a 13 wouldn't hit. So.
Ah, see. Got it.
10 piercing.
Damn.
Oh, 14, 15, 16, 17. Oh, those are melee. Never mind. End of turn.
Your kids. Raina's gonna grab you and say, "Mom, I know you're here, but we gotta go. We can't stay here any longer. We can get away. He can't leave. He can't follow us anywhere." and they're gonna. He's gonna jump in the water. She's gonna be trying to pull you. She's like got her arm, or her hand on your arm, trying to like convince you to leave.
Okay.
It brings us to Hale.
And how far away is Kevin from me right now?
He's about 20 feet up.
About 20 feet up. I know I'm just a dwarf, but how high can I jump?
Just a standing jump. I believe.
Oh, if I'm trying to leap at him.
It's not a lot.
It's
Yeah.
it's not much. It's like maybe a foot.
Well, in my movement, could I climb up the tree a little? Because we're still at the base of the tree, aren't we?
Yeah,
Would you say he's within 10 feet of the tree itself?
just about. So, you want to climb? Just make an athletics check, just to see how deftly you can climb. Which you're raging, so you would have advantage on.
Yep. Well, plus my athletics are outstanding. Let's see what happens here. Yeah, that's gonna be like a 28.
Yeah. So you
Basically,
just like digging your fingers into the bark, just like leap grabbing as you climb up the side of the tree. You easily make it to his height. You could probably go beyond it a little bit.
all right. Well, I go a little bit higher than he is, but I stay within 10
Okay.
because I'm so angry at the fact he flashed a beam of light at my husband that I stopped caring about the stupid stone, and I just hit him with the lightning from my lightning aura. Just blast him. So
Got it.
you got to do a deck save.
Pretty dexy. That was a terrible roll. Still a 19.
Okay. Still half damage.
Yep.
12.
Oh.
And now he has to do a strength save.
Two
Falls to the earth.
minus 2, so it's 0.
Yep. So falls to the earth,
Does.
where he now lies prone. Where I leap off of the tree, battle axe in hand, or my great axe, and just come swinging straight down on him.
All right.
Get him, honey.
That'd be a 27.
At advantage. He's prone.
I got a 17. Do I have to roll the second one?
Could be a natural.
Nope. Oh, hold on. 14. No, so we'll go 17. So 27 on that one.
All
I'm
right.
assuming that hits.
That does hit.
That's 15, 16, 17, 18 on that hit.
You, like, spike climb this tree and shock him with enough to drop him down. As soon as you see him start to fall, you know that that's your moment. You come crashing down with the axe, barreling down into his tiny, tiny form.
He's still alive?
He's
Perfect.
He's
Then I take
conscious
one
and
more
breathing.
hit.
Okay.
But first he needs to make a safe saving throw. Straight so. I'm just going to keep bouncing this
He's
little
already,
creature.
yeah. Jesus. Oh, 18.
Oh, okay. Well, he's still prone anyway, but he's not
So
bounced.
there's a natural 20.
wait.
Minus 2.
When he hit the ground, he moved within 10 feet of me.
Did.
Yeah, DC 18 con save, please.
And a con save. That's a 19. Damn.
Well, before I take this swing, should I yell for the stone? I'm almost thinking, screw the stone right now. He hurt you.
I can speak with the other animals and find the stone.
Fair. Sometimes this thing gets in the way.
Well, then roll it on the table.
Well, I've already kind of rolled, so we're going to call that a 19. Oh, wait, I got advantage. 21
1.
to hit.
Yep.
Yeah, again, that hits. 7. And then hit him for 10 more. And then make him bounce.
All right. He continues to bounce. Guar and Kieran start heading down the stream towards the opening, towards the eastern part of the island where they can better have access towards getting away, as they see that they don't really need to stick around. He's looking haggard. Brings us to Germ.
All right. How bad is Kevin looking? Like,
As far as gerbils go, you are shocked and amazed that he's been able to take this much.
okay. All right. As I stand over his tiny body, I'm going to. One of my hands is just going to breathe in all just this gross, decaying spore matter as I reach towards him and cast Contagion.
Jesus.
28.
Yeah.
He is afflicted by flesh rot. The creature's flesh decays. He has disadvantage on charisma checks and vulnerability to all damage. At each of his target's turns, he must make a con save. After failing 3 of these, the disease affects him for 7 days.
Okay.
And he stops making saves. And then I'm going to use a key point to disengage from the melee
Okay.
and sort of just like slink back, into just kind of into more of a shadowy part of the inside of the tree.
Okay. Just into there.
Not fully trying to hide, but setting up like,
Yeah.
okay, I got some options.
Okay.
Then I'm good.
So as you move away, he's going to move back.
He's
He's
prone.
going to give you an opportunity attack to swing at him.
You're darn right I'm going to take it, too. That'll be a 12.
12 does not hit. So he scampers back into these like purplish blue flowers that are growing along the bank there. And not Germ, but you other 3. He's going to cast a prismatic spray. So I need everybody except for Germ to make a dexterity save.
Can I use my shield to protect Rana?
It's more of a like dodge out of the way of it, but
Protection is only to impose advantage on attacks.
yeah.
Am I making a dex save?
Yeah.
I don't think
Germ
I get
claps at the
advantage.
colorful display. He can't help. He's like,
It's-
oh,
Really?
this is quite nice.
Probably
Yes.
not.
Nope.
16?
Does not save.
Alright, I'm gonna use Indomitable.
This is a saving
Okay.
throw, right?
Yes.
So I get that plus that.
Yes.
Okay, great. 18.
Does not save.
Holy cow.
There's no point.
This-
I'm like a
I've
12.
rolled so many 2s with this thing. I think that was just statistically impossible how many 2s I've rolled.
Yeah, if 18
Get it out of
didn't
your
get
system.
it,
Yeah.
my 12 ain't gonna get it.
So, Hale, you're going to take 31 points of poison damage as you are struck by the green beam that emits out of this. Thorgal, you're struck by the red beam and you take 31 points of fire damage. Rondo, you get struck by 2. So that is the 31 points of cold damage.
I'm resistant to cold.
So half of that is 15. And then 31 points of acid damage.
Wow.
And the other one is the blue and the orange rack into your body. At which point Kevin is going to attempt to fly up again. After his time, briefly, you see some of the... He's not as haggard looking anymore, but he still looks beat to hell.
He's also, his flesh is rotting.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. DC 18 con save.
Oh, no, at the end of...
Oh, end of turn, yeah.
End of each turn?
Yeah.
That is a 15 on that one. And that is going to end his turn. He says, "You should leave me be. This is my empire. You are the intruders." That's going to be Brondil's turn.
I'm gonna hold hands with Rana and follow Syrian.
You jump into the river and start swimming?
Yeah. And I'm gonna use a bonus action for second wind.
Okay.
A 1.
You can reroll ones on heal stuff.
Good grief.
Is that a house rule? Or?
House rule.
I like it.
So I do have lucky. Oh, I don't know if that would.
That doesn't work for her.
So 19 extra points.
Yeah, rolling a 1 for a healing thing just sucks. So bad.
I think I'm going to steal that.
That brings us to Hale.
How far away is he from me?
25-ish feet. 25, maybe 30.
Is he still kind of
But
near?
like up.
Is he still kind of near the tree?
He's further away from the tree. He's like, if you're looking just linear feet away from the tree, he's probably about 20 feet away from the tree.
Okay. So my old tricks won't work again.
He finally had a moment and got away from you for a bit. He's like, I don't like this guy at all. Ooh, no.
All right. Well, I get closer underneath him, so I'm a little more within range. And then I take out my warhammer, and I kind of give a chuck it right at him.
Okay.
Not
Little
sure
hammer
what I do
toss.
for that one.
So just make a weapon attack using your dex instead of your strength, because you're trying to aim the throw.
So do I roll?
So D20.
Okay.
And you'll add your dexterity modifier with your proficiency bonus.
That'd be a 19.
Ooh. Total?
Total. Well,
Fantastic.
19 bars bets.
And then
when
plus-
I rolled plus my dexterity
Yeah.
bonus.
Got it. That hits.
Okay.
You're able to. Okay.
So now I roll the.
Now you can roll the damage for it.
Woo! 6 damage.
It kind of hits him, knocks him back a little bit, and kind of Go ahead, roll a d6. Evens, it'll drop in the ground, and odds, it's in the river.
Okay, it's in the river.
Yep. It's heavy enough, though, it sinks. Mm-hmm. And it's not a very deep part of the river, but it's in the water.
I'm wondering if when I tossed it, since I'm kind of right underneath him, and I jumped up, am I within my 10 feet?
I mean, he's about 20 feet up.
I know
already.
I'm just hoping I had a nice little mighty punch.
A little hop with the jump.
Because then I could hit him with my storm, make him fall back to the ground. Yeah.
I see you. I hear you.
Mm-hmm. Well, then I take my extra attack and I basically prepare for it. Just come back down.
Germ.
Alright, so from within, like, the tree alcove, Germ is going to reach out the mycelium from all his, like, fungal armor and speak with plants.
Okay.
Imbue plants within 30 feet of me with limited sentience and animation, giving them the ability to communicate with you and follow simple commands. And he's also including Arid, the world tree, in this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, and then assuming he'll just kind of like plug in like R2D2. You know, yeah.
Yeah.
Hello, I'm Germ. And then he'll see if he gets a response.
You can feel the tendrils when you plug in to Arid. It's almost like a jolt, kind of a shock to your system, just like a woohoo, whoa, hot mic, do it. Reverberating back into your mind through your mycelium, you hear, hello.
Ah, yes. Pleasure to meet you. I will make this brief. I have a request. I am trying to bring water to a place that has no water. I love water. I was born in water, will probably die in water. It's a good deal. There is an artifact here on your island that can bring water. Can you help me find it? He's like, it's right there. It's at your feet.
I know of what you speak, and it is near the island, somewhere on the southern edge. It's been lost on the currents, but everything ends up back to me anyways, and I've got time to wait.
As do I. I would stick around, but this gerbil, he makes it difficult.
He can be a bit much.
Do you want him here? Like, are you okay with this arrangement? Does he pay rent? What do you get out of this deal? Who takes care of Arid?
Arid takes care of Arid.
Good. Well, I shall trouble you no more. And then we'll ask the other plants around there that aren't Arid, like, can you stop these small animals from attacking us?
Make a persuasion check.
Yes.
To see if you can get the plants to help you.
Yes. All right. Ooh, 19.
Woo!
Some of the vines kind of shake a little bit and start to slither and knit themselves into this like rolling blanket of sorts to start herding some of the animals further away from the area, or at least the ones that they can get to. They still try to get up and claw their ways around, but you seem to think that it might take a little while. But over time,
All right.
you just kind of like, it's almost like dragging a net on the bottom of an ocean floor,
Yeah.
grabbing
Cool.
whatever it can.
Much
But like
appreciated.
very, very slowly.
Yeah. And he lets some beneficial spores kind of flake off that are just, give some beneficial nutrients to the plants. Equal exchange and all that. Okay. That concludes my turn.
Got it. Top of the round. Kevin is going to open up there's almost like a shimmer in the space of the air in front of him. And you can see as he looks down at all of you. Leave and never come back. I promise I will not harm you. But you are not welcome here. Goodbye! And flies into this portal and is go.
Can I get a DC 18 con save from him?
Yes. 18.
Okay, that ties it. So that's one success, one failure. He keeps making them until he either exceeds or fails. So.
Does he have to have 3 of each?
Yeah, he's afflicted by it
Yeah.
for the duration of the spell, but then 3 failures, he suffers for a week. 3
Got it.
failures, it drops off.
Got it.
It's just more of that's gonna hurt morale with the Rodent Kingdom if he's just gross for a week. Like, what happened to him?
It's fallen off a little bit.
Yeah.
With Kevin no longer here, combat is done.
Is the portal still open? Or did it
One-
close?
the one
that he
Kevin
It
was-
closed, yeah.
Okay.
Like he went in.
He disappeared and the portal
within,
disappeared with him.
Yeah, like within a couple seconds.
Got it.
Looked like it was one of those quick little like, bloop, bye.
Damn, I was gonna get me a wing too.
Alright, so we're out of initiative.
There's like a small piece of the wing that's somewhere down by the root of the tree from when Brondel.
Alright, I go
Couldn't-
over, pick it up, put it on my bandolier. Pin to it like a little badge.
Yeah, it's very small. It's like that big, just enough.
Little badge.
And then Germ will come strolling out from the tree, kind of, tendrils of mycelium kind of detaching from him. And he'll look at Hale and say, Germ has a proposal for you. You need to find stone to return to boss or whoever. Germ is fine with that, but Germ needs to borrow stone. And Germ knows where the stone is. So we work together, you let me borrow stone to return water to a place that does not have water. And then I give you stone, you give to boss, whatever you need to do with it. Germ just need to borrow. And in return, Germ will assist you while you assist Germ.
I'm okay with this as long as I come with the stone.
Oh yes, absolutely. We will travel by plant, we will go, I will show you. You can even visit my cave. Very cool mushrooms, it's under the mountain. Southern Svartalheim is nice. There's water, lots of fungus. Northern Svartalheim, not as good. Mushrooms are not friendly.
How hot is it there?
It stay pretty cool. But
Okay.
especially in my cave, it stay very cool.
Good. It's so hot here.
Yeah, cave is nice and cool, good
It's a little
water, clean water.
You have a deal, but you want to come with, honey?
Yes, get
Get a
me
little
out of
vacation?
this hellscape. It's
No.
so...
Well, are you sure? I know how to make a very good rodent salad right now.
I mean, I'm always peckish. We could have a snack, but let's get the hell out of here. It's so hot.
Now, do you have any claim to the stone? Asking Brondel.
I'm just here for my kids.
Alright, you have kids. You do not have to come. Germ would love to have you along. You are very nice. A little angry, but not as angry as that one. But still friend. Germ call you friend.
It's nice working with you.
But understand if you want to leave. If I can help anyway, that's fine.
And then I put my arm around Rana and we go down the stream.
And I tell them, we go to the southern coast.
All right, so we head down to the southern coast. While going down, keep in mind still raging. Spot some other random woodland creatures. Zap a few of them.
Kicking them.
Start collecting them as we walk for snacks.
Wait, so does Brondel and the kids, do they just, inner tube it down the mountain? Or down the river? And
They're lazy rivering it home.
Yeah. That's nice. Nice family vacation.
Yeah.
Once we get down to the southern coast. All right, fishman. Do what you do.
All right. Oh, I should have looked up other fish. Well, I'll just dive in. I'm better at looking underwater than a giant octopus. So. And I'm fully aquatic, so
Yeah. Down to swim
and
around.
then I will actually, before I do that, I will. Where is it? I know it's here somewhere, but it's enhance ability.
Got it.
For that would be
You
wisdom
can-
checks. Not Owl's wisdom, but it'll be Trout's wisdom.
Sure. So as you're looking around for where the stone might be, you should give me an investigation check.
Oh yeah, that would be investigation, so that would be just straight up. 12.
Well, the stone itself is, from what you know of it, even with Hale's detailed descriptions and small sketches, it's small and down in the water, especially on the edge of a coast of an island. There's a lot of places that it could go. That current travels all the way around this island. You search for the better part of an entire day. And every time you think you find one, you bring it up, you show it to Hale. And it's just a rock. It's just a regular rock. Sometimes you find one that's a little shiny.
Yeah, he keeps
because it's got
keeps
algae on it.
A couple of those, yeah.
There's a couple that are even just regular opals, but you're not able to find the actual Míresgal. It eludes your searches
I will.
for now.
Okay, I was gonna take some time to ritual cast commune with nature.
Sure.
Along the southern coast, just in a 3-mile radius. To well, I guess it doesn't say specifically that, unless something created by the first ones is technically influenced from other planes of existence.
Unclear.
Okay. But yeah, use commune with nature to see if that helps, of just, go the Zen route.
Sure. As you reach back out into nature, you still feel the presence of Arid reaching all the way to the coast, as if the tree and the island are the same. Pinpoint specifics are difficult to locate because it's a tree, and it can just kind of tell you a general area to look. It'll take probably a week, maybe a month of expedition to try and find it. So for brevity's sake, we'll say that you begin the search.
So he'll make it super comfortable for the deep frosts. he'll control weather, and he'll like find a little pocket, and he'll just keep it nice and cool for them. Like,
Well, you have a little hut we can live in.
I
there we
do.
go.
I have Liam's tiny hut.
Yeah.
sweet. So then he'll make the weather around it perfect for them, and just like you've been through a lot. Take a vacation. If the Silverwoods roll up, it'll be like, please take some time.
And Hale will do a bunch of
They're like,
hunting
fuck
and
this island.
gathering of food, and you'll have nice little snacks for a while. And over time, the council ends up saying, knowing that Kevin can't use the stone, and the fact that anywhere else they've kept it was probably less safe than it would be here, they thank you for all of your efforts. They consider your job handled, as the stone is at least known to be somewhere on or in the island. You're able to return to your lives. They do grant you access to some of the council records and some of the people that they know in Niflheim to work with bringing some kind of water source up to Svartalheim.
Oh, nice.
They know that it's a temporary solution, but one that they are willing to aid you in.
Jerb is very grateful.
Silverwood family makes it back to your hometown. The kids stay with you for about a week or so. Just kind of settle in, check in. Reyna apologizes profusely, constantly. Kieran says his apologies, and then just kind of is like, I'm going to leave it at that. Said, I'm sorry. But they still want to see the world. So they head out on another leg of fantastical adventures, and they promise to not take any more off-land jobs.
I was never mad, only worried. Go see the world, my children.
And with that, we will end this session and the story of Spiritbrook. Thank you so much for playing. Thanks for coming out today and hanging and having a good time. And we will see you all next time for another one. Good night.